just put those on there. Make sure it doesn't lag.
They're gonna comment about how my beard's gone.
No, last time you had no beard.
Yeah, I did.
Hmm.
My beard was more full.
Yeah.
Well, every time I have to do that because if not, people mistake my T's for P's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So I had a couple topics,
Oh Lord.
and Mom said don't do the one topic until she gives me more information. She might be on the podcast in the future to do that. I had the old house story. I don't know if I told you about that haunted house,
Yeah.
but what happened inside, the dolls and stuff.
I remember you telling me that.
Okay. Yeah, we're just jumping into this because I don't want to introduce the guest. They already know Dayton Brown Eye. Oh, I mean Brown. Sorry.
Keep on. I'm gonna use your brown eye.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you about the Brandon Wells case
No.
that happened in Oil City? By the way, so an Oil City resident, Brandon Wells. My mom was on this case as a jury. So he killed his girlfriend, put her in a 55 gallon drum, and then he abused the children. They were very low end on the abuse because there's some fucked up shit, you know. So he got charged for first degree murder, life in prison. He got 2 more charges of abuse on a welfare child abuse or something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could literally look up the details, but I have the most important ones written here. And he showed minimal emotion during sentencing, so he really wanted to do it. He had that brain cells to do it. And they definitely concluded it quickly. They were like, yeah, this guy's going to jail for life. The amount of pictures they had, the evidence were fucked.
My input on this.
Yeah.
I know not everyone's gonna agree on this, but I don't give a fuck. If you do shit like that, I believe you should, instead of you going life, you just should be executed.
Yeah. I'm glad they gave him life. No parole, nothing.
To me, giving him life is giving him bare minimum. Because if he showed no emotions, he's not gonna care that he's in jail.
Well, no, because the thing is, it's more painful to not be dead than to feel something. He literally is stuck in a corner with nothing else. He could get raped. He can get killed. Everything.
Let me rephrase this. Instead of doing that, instead of execution, put them in a room in solitary confinement until they pass.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. That's the worst form of torture. Well, not necessarily torture, but punishment that you can give somebody. Don't give them anything to read. Don't give them anything at all. Just food, water. That's it.
Yeah. But it's like putting salt on a wound. He can't do anything. He could get raped and killed. He doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
So
if someone finds out his case and all that, more than likely he's gonna kick the bucket.
Yeah. But they ended up showing evidence. My mom said it was very gruesome.
To me, that's it's well, it's not similar, but it's like the Casey Anthony case
Uh-huh.
where she killed her. I think her daughter was 3
Yeah.
and hid the body and all that.
It's not
And
as
then,
worse as the microwave. The microwave case.
oh yeah, which I haven't been on jury duty yet, thankfully,
Yeah,
because
they said that I would be, but then they ended up picking different ways, probably because of certain things. But like
oh yeah,
they were like, this guy has Asperger's. We're probably not gonna put him on.
oh yeah.
It's just disrespectful things.
Now they will excuse you for like medical reasons or
Yeah,
if you have to work, well, depending on what you work on.
yeah,
For example, they tried getting my dad on jury duty, but he had to go work and he couldn't take off, so they excused him due to that.
yeah,
Or if like, not all jury duty is murder. Some of it is civil cases
yeah.
and all that.
Oh,
Very
shit.
rarely is it anything of the sort.
There we go. All right, we got a special guest, another guest. We got Jacob
Emphasis on
here.
special.
He just popped out of nowhere. All right, we were talking about the case my mom was on jury duty for, Brandon Wells. Happened in Oil City around here. He basically killed his girlfriend, put her in a 55-gallon drum, and then abused the children. He got charged for life in prison, and then he got 2 more charges on abusing welfare children type charge. It said something like that, and then he got the other charge for robbing. He robbed a store in Tennessee or Texas or something like that. I'm not really keen on the details. I would have to look it back up, but it was pretty gruesome with the stuff that they showed in there. That's what we were talking about. And then you were talking about something.
Like forms of
Oh,
punishment.
forms of
Like
punishment.
instead of like him being able to go to like general population, that put him in like solitary confinement until he passes. Don't give him anything to read, nothing. Only give him food, water. That's it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's on a white plate.
Oh, you're talking about white torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, where you're in a fully white room with white lights.
A
Everything
white
that is
table.
everything in there is white. Everything you eat is white.
Yeah.
There's no.
Except for like one mirror that's double sided where they can watch you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, make them live like that until he either goes insane or he dies. Is what you're going at.
I say until he dies because if he's serving life sentence, he's not gonna get out anyway. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah. And then the other topics I have written down are I was gonna talk about the haunted house thing, but you already heard it, so kind of not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
then
Jacob hasn't.
Jacob hasn't. I mean, I guess I could
Oh
talk
no,
about
I
it.
am not exploring a haunted house. I'm
No, it's my old house. I used to live in Meadville. Basically, it was. I don't know. I've never told you this part, so I'm not gonna tell you it until my mom comes on the podcast because she wants me to haul off to give me more details about it. But I think what the thing that happened was when she did that thing, and this will be clarified in the next podcast. But I think it affected the house more when she did that thing than before when we got into there. But basically, the house was so haunted that the dolls would move at night. They would walk and be like human. And then in my this house was a house, right? So if you would look in front of it, it looked like a house, just one person house, right? One door, whatever. It had 2 houses built into one. So you had
kind of like a duplex.
yeah. So they were both kind of connected in that way, and I think that the demons and stuff that were in there were traveling both sides. And I mean, you used to have people sit on your, like, when you're sleeping, your bed would cave in. There would be like at least 4 people sitting on your bed when you're sleeping. You would have nightmares about my mom's room down the hallway. You would have like things getting thrown. Crosses would turn upside down. Like when you're sitting in the living room and stuff, they would turn upside down. And then there would be cups thrown. There would be things missing. There would be just a lot of stuff going on, electronic stuff, interference, everything. It would happen.
Yeah.
They had to sell the house to somebody else, and they ended up not being able to sell it, and I think they live in it now. The landlords, they live in their own house now because they couldn't sell it. It was that bad. There's people that neighbors would come in and out. They would move out the next day saying this is too haunted for me. And I lived in there for 12 years. So, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Did I tell you the story about the trailer I was living in like, that I think was fucking haunted?
I don't I don't think so. The only trailer that I know you lived in, and you said you did live in another one that you showed me a location for, but the only trailer that I know that you lived in is this one.
So this was whenever my mom and dad weren't. It was before they were married. Well, we lived in this two bed, two bath trailer,
Yeah.
and it was a fucking roach den. It was that fucking nasty. Well, I remember I had to be like 4 years old,
Mm.
and like I remember this in fucking detail. I woke up around 8. Hold on, give me a second. Take a sip.
You know
I
you
Hell
have
yeah.
remember it.
you know you
Water.
have your Discord mute button, right? That you set up.
Oh, you wouldn't hear me drinking it. I was covering.
I didn't know if you had the cough or something.
No, my throat was dry. But I woke up at 8 because I had pissed so fucking badly. And I went in there. My brother, he was asleep in my mother's room. I went to go take a piss. I didn't lock the door. The door did not have a lock on it at all.
Yeah.
Went to take a piss. I went to try to go out. The doorknob would not turn. It was locked. And then suddenly, like, there was a window in there. Suddenly, outside started getting real fucking dark, like as if it was nighttime, and things were getting thrown everywhere and all that. About 15 minutes later, my mom runs in and busts down the door, and shortly after that, my mom and dad married. And and whenever they did, I was so fucking happy because
Our son's
like
psychotic. Get married
like
because they think you threw everything around.
no, I had unexpected bruises and cuts,
Oh. Huh.
That's
and
happened to me before.
and well, I'm not talking about like little bitty cuts. I'm talking about gashes,
Like threes?
like about inches deep.
I mean, like,
Cuts.
were they like in threes or in ones or?
Like one was 3, another one was a singular one.
Oh, demon, yeah.
Well, found out that about 5 years ago, someone was living there. They left to go grocery shopping. The house blew up because it has natural gas in there.
Yeah.
But whenever the investor gets there was no sign of a gas leak or nothing.
That's weird.
It was fucking freaky.
It was like the mob came in and blew it up and then just put it back together.
Oh, dude, it's
Like
like
there was no evidence of anyone tampering with anything. Nothing.
so it's like I see all these people exploring abandoned hospitals. Like I'm white, right? I'm
Yeah.
ginger, but I'm not that kind of white.
Yeah.
If I see an abandoned hospital that is like infamous for having a lot of shit go down in there,
Yeah.
someone's like, "Hey, you want to go in there and explore?" No,
Yeah.
because here's the thing. I used to wake up, not like sleep paralysis. I used to wake up and sit up, and I would look in the mirror that was in my room,
Mm.
and I would see someone standing right there watching me. And I'd look back, no one there. Look back at the mirror, and it would be watching me. It was like this hood on, gray sweatpants, like some Nike shoes,
Mm.
and a like a white mask.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't spook you like that.
I was 10.
Yeah. Probably a shadow person. Must have yeah. Um whatever the word is, yeah.
Oh yeah. Sometimes we'll also hear like loud
Manifesting.
banging in
That's
the
what
wall.
yeah.
We'll hear like loud banging in the walls or on the windows sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I do believe in like ghosts and that. I believe in that
You know
shit.
what's funny thing? That was one of the questions I wrote down on the notes.
I've heard music coming, like classical music
Yeah.
coming from the attic.
So
Hmm.
I lived with so me and my wife before we moved into this trailer, we lived in a trailer eh, that wasn't necessarily good, right next to my mother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Well, after we moved, they shortly moved after, and they went back to their original trailer to get their finish getting their shit. They have video and photo of the curtain, like a face
Yeah.
in the window with a curtain. The curtains going there, like opening and quickly shutting, and then a loud scream.
Hmm. That kind of reminds me of my father's mother's house, and she in the attic. There's two demons in the attic. No one's allowed up there. It's like if they're renting that property and no one, you're not allowed to trespass. That's how bad it is. So if you go up to use the second bathroom, because if somebody else is in the bathroom downstairs, you go up there, they are active. So they will move the blankets, they'll be making their beds and stuff. Like that's how active these demons are. And they will talk to you. You don't have to have any recordings or nothing. It's that active, but they do not like to being disturbed at all. Like if you
Okay,
go,
but
you have to knock. That's how bad it is.
here's the thing. This right here,
Yeah.
anyone watching, this is like a benzocaine solution. It's for sores in my mouth. But
Yeah.
it's not narcotics. It's please don't
It looks like
shut us down.
Kool-Aid.
I was gonna say please don't shut us down. It's not narcotics.
What is it actually? Did you say
It's like benzocaine, glycerin.
It's over the counter, basically.
cough medicine or?
It's for like sores in your
Mm.
mouth, like ulcers.
Oh, okay.
This is for tooth pain.
That
It's
too.
got like 40%. The stuff for your canker sores is 20%. This has 40.
Hmm.
I don't know where my mother managed to find this. It just had like a blue label on it.
Yeah.
I have one as well. You can get it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's over the counter medicine.
Hmm.
well, it's expensive. This costed like $20.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but that's because it actually works pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one drop of it is enough to make the side of your face numb.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's like that. I can't think of the name of. It's like mouthwash that's this big that you're supposed to dilute with water.
Mm.
Like my grandfather, he had it. Oh, let me search it up.
It makes water taste weird. I can say that much.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Wait, Dayton, can't you buy something like this? One of them has 20, one of them has 40.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you could.
All right, the mouthwash is called Dr. Tickner's,
Mm, okay.
and like you're supposed to add it with water because it comes in like a 16 fluid ounce or 473 milliliter bottle,
Yeah.
and it makes up to 96 ounces. Well, you're supposed to dilute it, right? My grandfather wouldn't dilute it to save his ass.
Oh, what
Like
was it for?
it's mouthwash
Yeah, but what's the mouthwash for?
for like gingivitis and all that, and he used the whole entire bottle at once. And this thing is so concentrated that even like having it touch your tongue, just like a drop touch your tongue, burns.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, my grandfather was a farmer, so it
Hey,
it
so
it took a lot for him to tap out. What
I
is
have
that?
what I
What is
do
that?
is if my room smells bad or something, let me show y'all what I do. Let me open this up real quick. I will put one of these little trees somewhere. I'll show y'all here in this second. Oh yeah, that's still fresh. I'll like put one of these in between the fins.
Oh,
Oh
it's one of
god,
those. It's one of those air purifiers.
not an air purifier. It's got a really cheap Chinese made fan in the back. Like there's no English writing inside of this thing.
Is it one of those little portable ACs
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
that you add like a cup of water to?
Yeah, right here. So I'll show you here in just a second.
I already know. My whenever I worked in the prison, my captain had one of them.
Right here is a
Yeah,
little container, and it comes down, and these little use like
yeah.
capillaries to
How do I sound, by the way, Jacob?
what?
How do I sound?
All right, new mic.
Yep. Eh. Anyways,
Sorry, I was dealing with Nova. I'm gonna pause it real quick.
okay.
All right, it's unpaused. What's that,
You're
bitch?
lucky.
You're what's that, bitch?
You're lucky. But answer another one of your stinky questions. And also, yes, y'all are gonna notice that my mic's changed,
Mine too. Mine's on the other side.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
and you're gonna notice our co-host playing video games. Well, co-star, co-guest, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. What else do you have anything else to add? You wanted to talk about teens or some shit. What kids are doing or what thing that
Oh,
pissed you off.
okay. So, for context, my wife went to Walmart, and this was two. No, it was last night. Me and my wife went to Walmart to pick up some household items and that.
Yeah.
Well, there was this group of teens just walking in the center of the damn like lane, playing and doing all sorts of shit while we're trying to park.
Yeah.
And I honked at them to move, and one of them fucking kicked my car.
Did it put a dent?
No, but I got out and told them point blank, I said, y'all are lucky you aren't adults, or I'd put my hands on you. So what I did was I called the cops
Yeah.
without them knowing. And apparently I wasn't the only one that called about them doing that shit.
Yeah.
Guess how many cruisers they sent?
6.
7.
Take them down, boys.
all of them placed in handcuffs and sent to uh the jail
Yep.
because they got the camera footage
Yeah.
and all. And right now they're getting booked on that.
Yep.
So
And
whenever we,
I was just gonna say, and uh, their parents went on Facebook ranting about it, and everyone was telling them, "Well, get your fucking kids in order, and people won't have to fucking
Exactly.
parent them."
Yeah.
so whenever me and my friends are hanging out, last time we hung out, we walked at 1 in the morning to the store. Well, we walked through the city to the store.
Hmm.
1 in the morning, middle of the night.
Yeah, but were y'all showing y'all's asses and that?
No, dude, we all just went to the store. We got like a bag of chips. I swear, he walked up to the counter, put the bag on the chips, and said, "I have to feed my babies." And we were all just standing behind him, just like it was just a bag of Ruffles sour cream and
Yeah.
cheddar.
Well, it's different if like it's a harmless joke
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
than
this
acting
Indian,
like a complete total twat.
yeah, this was like an Indian woman. I think she's in her 30s. She was just like, "Your total's gonna be $8, sir," and
Yeah.
he hands her like a $10 bill.
Mm. Yeah.
We walk out there. We're happy that we got like this bag of sour cream and cheddar. We walk a mile back to the house. They're gone in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, they're gone.
Yeah.
But there was another post that in my parish county,
Yeah.
the 17-year-old got arrested at school for bringing a pistol onto the premises and pointing it at students.
Something like that. I don't know if this is true, but I was told that someone I used to be friends with. I wasn't going to school there at the time, but he said that something like that had happened and that dude got arrested.
Yeah.
But thank thank the Lord there was no bullets in it and no one got hurt. But still, parents need to take accountability for their children,
Oh yeah.
whether it's a actual child or a teen,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because it makes no fucking sense.
But yeah, I will say after that day he said that it happened, I wasn't going to school that day.
Hmm.
But I will say ever since then, I noticed the school surveillance has been a lot more strict. So I would say it probably was true
Yeah.
because there was there. I live kind of far from the school,
Hmm.
but there was police cruisers going down. It's like one after another that day. So
Damn.
probably did happen.
Yeah. I really wish that you would have watched Quiet on the Set.
Well, I don't got HBO.
I will give you my HBO information.
Then I'm gonna be
You can go
feeling bad as
fuck
shit.
yourself. Okay?
You recording?
I'll go fuck you.
It's good.
Fuck you.
No, Dayton. I wish I could talk about it because you haven't seen it. It is some fucked up shit.
Wait, are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know if we were or not. Go ahead and edit out everything I just said
I don't know what you said. I didn't even hear you.
about how there was a rumor that this one kid brought a gun to the school and got.
Oh, they don't know where
No.
you. No one knows where you live, so you'll
And
be
they
fine.
don't really mind you saying that. It's just information that you know.
Yeah, I don't know it's true. I hope it's not, but
Mm.
it would make sense because like I go to a big school. It's a 5A school, about 1,000 people.
Yeah.
There's a few people there that I would believe they would do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. My school, you want to know how many people attended my school? 250 people.
So I
And
was a
that,
freshman whenever this happened, and I'm a junior now because we're getting to the end of our semester and I'm passing all my shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just finished my sophomore year, and this happened halfway through the freshman year.
Mm. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a social media post saying to pray for the people at that school.
Yeah.
You want to know what I find funny?
Mm.
How is it that parents? I mean, I know that it's due to kids texting them that, but they find out about shit way before anybody else does.
Hmm.
Like whenever there was a shooting threat at my high school, all the parents knew before the school, anyone any of the teachers or anything knew. Same with the bomb threats that we had,
Yeah.
which those are stories in themselves.
The
Yeah.
worst that I know for a fact happened was a kid who overdosed in one of the bathrooms,
Hmm.
and there was like paramedics busting through the front door. Like
Yeah.
Well, we
you got them preparing like Narcan, all kinds of stuff.
the only incidents like we had was like people getting caught having sex in school.
That's
Uh, there,
happened too.
there was incidents where there were three guys killing each other,
Yeah.
I'm
and
sorry.
they got caught by this old gym teacher who's a former Marine. He kicked down the fucking door, and he went to scream, and he stopped like this. He turned, splashed water on himself, turned back to check again. He went ape shit on them.
I'm sorry. Something like that. Me and one of my teachers, we were talking about that. Hell, if he ever saw two guys in a stall, he would kick the door down.
Yeah.
But no, he made them do planks. And one of the guys,
What?
you
Wall
know,
sits, dude.
no, he made them do planks until teachers, the resource officer got there.
Yeah.
But one of these dudes, he's as wide as he is tall, and he 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 it was known in school that he fakes medical conditions. Like he claimed that he had scoliosis, but it was proven that that was a lie. That he was diabetic, again, another lie, because even though we were a small school, our nurse there, well, the nurse over our parish, she stayed on fucking point. Like she knew your blood type, every fucking thing. And he tried telling the uh coach, hey, I can't do it. I got scoliosis. He said, I don't give a fuck. Get down. You're giving me you're giving me 20. And
$20?
no,
No,
like
I know.
20 seconds.
I know.
20 seconds
Oh,
planking.
You give me $20.
But no, he
y'all
had them
caught diddling in the bathroom. $20 now.
like he had them planking for 20 seconds, then doing about 100 push-ups, and then the resource officer came and escorted them out. All three of them had a public indecency, uh, and a couple more charges added to them.
All added to the SA list, weren't they?
Oh yeah, no,
No, SO.
they're on the uh offenders list.
The sex
Yeah,
offenders.
the SO list.
Yeah, and they got expelled from school.
I don't
Damn.
know. Let me tell you, back whenever I went to middle school, this was a tiny school, only like 100 people in it. And like there was this kid who threatened to shoot up the school. I remember I was in there. He got into a fight. He was all waving around saying that he was going to shoot up the school. The police escorted him out on the spot
Mhm.
in handcuffs, like right
Oh,
outside the door after it happened. You guess who was there? Two sheriffs.
oh yeah.
Two
Which
sheriffs and the
like
it
our
was two,
parent, like to get from one end to the other end of the parish, it takes like uh, an hour at most. But our sheriff is located in the center, and where my town is, it's about like 15-minute drive. They were there in under 10 minutes.
Damn.
That's how fast they were going.
so yeah, I remember there was like two deputies. There was like two deputies there, and I think there was the county sheriff there.
Yeah.
The actual police chief of the city, like the capital city of the county. He actually, I think he addressed it. I think he like addressed it to the school. We had teachers in like law. We had teachers in like law taking us in separate rooms and talking to us about it. It was.
I want
I
to
don't
say,
know for a fact about now that I'm in high school. I don't know if
yeah,
that happened. It makes sense, but I don't know for sure.
yeah.
But I know for a fact that happened in middle school. I remember it. They like took like an officer and a teacher took each of us individually into a room and interviewed us.
I want to say that I'm going to send you my information for for HBO Max. You're gonna watch it, and we're gonna talk about it on the next podcast.
All right.
But
I'm gonna have to watch it during the night because
yeah,
if not, my wife she asked like if it's I'm not gonna talk about it. Never mind.
I wouldn't
Talk
have
about
your,
motors,
I would
buses,
not
why,
have your
what it
son
is,
near.
what it does, what it's doing, why is it doing that? I don't like it.
Well, well, if I'm watching a show, I watch it before I let him view it. I always do that. I
I
don't care
wouldn't.
if it's a
Yeah,
I don't care if it's kids TV show. I'm gonna watch it before he watches it
yeah. I would
because there's
not let him watch this at all.
there's one that he's not allowed to watch.
Don't
Can't
tell me
think.
it's SpongeBob.
No, he's allowed to watch SpongeBob.
I was
I
about to say,
watched that as a kid.
I was
Like
about to say, don't tell me you're one of those.
he can watch that. He can watch Bluey because Bluey is a really good fucking collar show.
Oh yeah,
Uh, he is allowed to watch Miss Rachel, Blippy, Lucas the Spider.
You ever heard of Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah, I
The
watched that
little,
as a kid.
yeah, the little paper thing.
But
Yeah,
there's one that he and that me and my wife agree. Oh, it's a movie called Turning Red. We will not let him watch it.
turning red. Oh yeah, no, no.
He's not allowed to watch that, or anything similar to that.
Isn't it because like pushes sexuality and all that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it has a lot of sexual references in it and into Windows, and I don't want my son watching that. Now, if he's older, like in his teens, he can watch almost whatever he wants. Just nothing uh something in his age limit, if that makes sense.
yeah.
I don't know. Most of your newer Disney movies, in my opinion, fuck Disney. They're just in it for the money.
Oh, there
Well,
always, yeah,
their CEO is about to get fired.
yeah. The only time Disney wasn't in for the money is when they first started.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. But let's keep in mind, Walter Disney, he wasn't very fond of a certain group of people.
Yeah.
He wasn't fond of a lot of group of
It
people.
is not as bad. I'm just gonna say it's not as bad as Nickelodeon.
Oh
No,
God,
Nickelodeon has the most.
Yeah. Once you watch Quiet on the Set, you're gonna be like, holy fuck.
I mean, look what happened with iCarly, Drake and
Yes.
Josh. What's her name? Jeanette McCurdy. She doesn't even act anymore because of fucking Dan Snyder.
It's not just because of that. Once you watch Quiet on the Set, you're gonna be. I swear, it's so good.
I've seen like bits and pieces, and like Disney takes care of their actors
Yeah, I guess to a point.
So there's
to
this
a point.
show. There's this show on Netflix. The exact name of it is How to Sell Drugs Online. And in parentheses, it says fast.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2-season show, I think. What is it? This German kid who eventually got a bag of MDMA and sold it. He got like a drug of MDMA and sold it. He eventually made a drug empire. In the end of the show, he gets arrested.
Oh, so kind of like White Boy Rick.
I guess.
To me, it sounds similar to the movie White Boy Rick.
But yeah, it's a Netflix adaptation, but it's still really good. So the mouth movement isn't in sync because it was originally a German show. Netflix just made an adaptation of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good at least. But like I said, I'm gonna if it's something like that's supposedly a kid show, I'm gonna watch it before my son's allowed to watch it.
Oh no! So I seen something about like how they were going to talk about pronouns in an elementary school, and how they sent a form where they said, "Look, this is what we're going to talk about. This is a book we're going to read. This is what they're going to practice." And I was like, "I'm sorry, y'all are going to practice pronouns?"
Yeah, it's not
I'm
as
sorry.
bad. It's not as bad as one parent that was for a school for a kid fought so that way the kid can get a kitty litter in the bathroom because he's a furry.
That's not a furry. That's just
Yeah, it was the whole like that's what she said. Oh, he's a furry. He's a cat. He needs a kitty litter in the bathroom.
Like, not to get political, but it's mainly these you won't find this in the South. None of this happens in the South. It's mainly like in California, New York, and that.
oh no, we live in the banjo dueling parts of the South, or at least
Like, I live in the deep South.
yeah, I do too. I live where like where you got like swamps and foothills, and they kind of mix together.
Oh yeah,
So
but
you got like marshes uphill, and at the bottom you just got like swamp, and there's alligators everywhere.
like if the school's not here end up becoming like that, I'm just gonna take my son out of school and just homeschool him
Oh yeah, I
at that
understand.
point.
Like you're
Because
talking about pronouns, I'm just like, okay, y'all probably shouldn't be talking about that to an
that's something that
elementary
they
school.
need to find out outside of school, like when they're
Exactly.
an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're an adult and you want to decide that, you do you. I have no say. But if that's a child in an elementary school, and it makes it even worse that you're practicing it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're practicing it?
I don't care if I get canceled for saying this, but
Oh no,
kids don't
I've
have
already canceled.
kids don't have a choice whether it comes down to like these gender reassignment or hormone therapy
Well, yeah, because they don't
until they're
understand.
adult.
Yeah, they don't understand it, and they
They
think
should
it's the correct way to go. That's the only thing.
not until the adult. I'm on all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Now I
17
can
years
I could care less if my son came out as gay, bisexual. I don't care. Be happy, but if you sit there and tell me you're trans, good. But I
Yeah.
am not gonna let you get that surgery done until you're an adult. That way you have the. That way, whenever you're adult, you're like, why did you allow me to do it? If and yada yada
Yeah.
yada. After they're like, oh, I don't want to do. Why did I do this?
Yeah.
like my
because that's something you have to do as an adult. Because, for example, your brain doesn't fully, like, even after you're 18, your brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25.
Yeah, like around 25. But so I will say I do wish I was female, but I'm not gonna go around mutilating my genitals and injecting hormones into my body. Sorry, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on it. And I even told my wife this. I said, if our son turns out gay or whatever, I don't care. I'm still gonna love him because he's my child.
That's the way my dad is.
Well, I can care less.
Yeah.
My dad
Like,
was not
I rather have my house as something
so
warmth and safety,
safe
not
place.
not a
Home.
safe spot for them.
Yeah.
Not where they're gonna be worried that, oh, I'm this and I'm scared that mama or dad or is hates me because of it. No, I'm not gonna sit there and hate my kid for it.
Yeah, my dad's like, you like playing with rope? He's like, you like playing with rope? I don't care.
Hmm.
Just don't do it in my house. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. As long as he's happy and safe doing so, go
As he dies.
go do you. Like, I mean, he can go do whatever, but
What the heck did you just do?
I cut my tongue.
but me,
No,
I cut
him.
my tongue.
He cut his tongue.
I,
I cut my tongue.
how the hell did you cut your tongue?
A cereal bar wrapper.
You paper cutted your tongue.
Yeah.
I sometimes worry about you.
I have another one right
No,
here.
no. I worry about both of you. This one over here decided to, oh, I'm just gonna vape inside my mic, and then this one cut his tongue.
Yeah, they rocks.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like white. It's got like white chocolate on it, and it's like the bottom half's dipped in it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to plug in my light.
What time are we at?
All right, that's gonna be it for this podcast. Catch us next time on the next podcast, and my mom will be actually joining us for that next one and talking about her experience with a Ouija board and the effects that happened after that are very interesting. And then hopefully Dayton over here has watched Quiet on the Set at that time, and we can discuss that too because my mom has watched it and she would like to discuss that as he damages his body